If you've read the title, you might just know about it. Recently, a moderator of that vegan teacher, if you've watched a few of my videos on her or you know her, you'd know she makes offensive videos to try and promote her version of veganism instead of veganism on its own. A moderator has actually gotten banned. The reason why is because of the creepy comments that they kept making, and that's actually quite a good reason why to ban him. Well, from that vegan teacher's YouTube channel. Anyways, since this had happened, I figured why not make a video on it to cover it, and hence how I ended up making this. But before diving in, a quick disclaimer. This isn't meant to make people hate certain ethnic or racial groups, as well as vegans. And it's not meant to make any other group look superior to the other. As a Filipino myself, I can say we do not act the way the mod mentioned in this video did. Also, there are certain comments made by the person that can offend people who are Jewish or Christian, as well as mentions of nudity which will not be appropriate to young audiences. I may not get all the details, and I'm going to be telling this story from what I saw. Now that it's out of the way, let's dive right into the mod and what happened. So anyway, this was during the time when I was just wanting to go against that vegan teacher, because of course she doesn't listen to anyone who isn't vegan or they don't support her or meet her ideology. And one day I found a new teaching assistant, which is what she calls her mods for some of you that don't know. And it was their claim on the 10 Commandments of God, which is part of Christian and Jewish beliefs. And in their comment, they claimed the commandments had stated, I am Miss Katie thy God. Thou shalt not have any gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of Miss Katie thy God in vain. Remember to keep holy the vegan declaration day. Honor thy vegan father and mother. Thou shalt not kill animals. Thou shalt not commit bestiality. Thou shalt not steal from animals. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy vegans. Thou shalt not covet thy animals. Thou shalt not covet thy vegans. Now, if you're Jewish or Christian, or at least have an idea on the commandments, in the Bible it does not say that. I guarantee you, it never said what he says. Open up your Bible and it will not say these commandments. In the Bible, the commandments actually state, I am the Lord your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. You shall not make to thyself any graven thing, nor the likeness of anything that is in heaven above or in the earth beneath, nor of those things that are in the waters under the earth. You shall not adore them nor serve them. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember to keep holy the Sabbath day. Honor your father and your mother. You shall not kill. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's goods. So what he said would look like slander to religious texts and ideology. And looking back at what they said, it looks more like rules that are used as a compliment to that vegan teacher, and only defending vegans. I'm a Roman Catholic Christian myself, and with what they said, it's barely funny nor true. Upon my reply, they claimed that it was the original text, which they claimed was the Bible, which is a combination of vegan and Bible. And when one of my buddies looked it up, it didn't show up, so it may not exist. And they didn't stop there. They later on claimed that Jesus fed the crowd of thousands of people tofu and bread. But according to research, it wasn't really introduced to the region at the time. And of course, I've read the Bible before many times, so I literally know a lot of stories in text, Old and New Testament. He literally fed the crowd of thousands 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, which seemed impossible. Yet he was still able to feed them all. Also, fish isn't really considered flesh of the earth in the Christian faith since it's not on land, so fish is okay to eat. Anyway, with that over, he apparently declared he was vegan sometime in March. And just like another mod, the well-known Vega George, who had been following that vegan teacher for a very long time, he had been stirring up trouble that was just as similar to Vega George. And according to his comments, he saw Vega George as his role model. And so, just like Vega George, he claimed in his comments of doing certain actions. And it even went to more extreme, to even building a shrine to that vegan teacher, which was later on removed by his parents as the lit candles would provoke a fire hazard, which is a good reason as to why they took away the candles, since if left unattended, it could provoke a fire hazard that could even spread to more areas. And later on, they even pulled off a very inappropriate move by changing their profile picture, which was originally a penguin, to that vegan teacher's. I don't get where they got it, but that vegan teacher had done a topless mukbang with another vegan and animal rights activist, Tosh Peterson, aka Vegan Booty. Now, with Vega George, he did get inappropriate with his comments, but it didn't help that the mod had changed their profile picture to that vegan teacher's. Luckily, they had changed it again after a few days, since it was now that vegan teacher but with a beard. But they didn't stop their comments there. They kept on making more inappropriate comments, which had even openly expressed actions such as sex and marrying that vegan teacher's granddaughter, which just seems very creepy. Now, I had to look this up, and in the Philippines, the age of sexual consent is 16, as the Filipino president had recently changed it to counter pedophilia issues. But when the mod had expressed the desire for sex, claiming the age of consent being 12, which was pretty much outdated. Later on, I ended up hearing about their ban from one of the former vegan spies. Now, according to a comment by them, it was apparently because of their creepy comments. Now, anyways, of course, since YouTube has the suckiest moderation as of lately, a problem social media platforms used to have, which is now in YouTube's problem. Apparently, this is possibly going to be one of the only good things we'll ever get from that vegan teacher. But then, of course, if we're going to expect her banned from YouTube, yeah, that's going to be a long, long time for them to actually improve the moderation or ban her. So don't get your hopes up yet. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you all for watching to the end, and special thanks to those mentioned in this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, press the bell, and select all notifications so you get my latest videos such as this, or it's going to be art, commentary for other things, gaming, or tutorials. So anyways, this is Midnight, and I'll be seeing you all next time. Jeez, this was so much easier to whip up than my part 2 video on that vegan teacher. That thing's just like taking too long. I gotta re-edit the script and everything.